Welcome back, folks. It's Pix TV. I'm your host, Pix, as usual. So, we're back with another Timberborn, a new diorama. And this is episode number 10, cycle 11, day 15. So, there's a couple of things I want to, before we just get into it, I want to go through. I decided I'm going to, let's change this down here. I haven't fully decided what I'm going to do with it yet, but I'll go through with it. I don't want it like this. I'm trying to... we need space, basically. Obviously, the bad water here is not going to do much. So, my idea is, if I can get them eventually, would be to have maybe the bad water and maybe eventually the extract in here. But I also want to go through, like I said before, and see if about sorting this out for our dirt excavator. Now, obviously, it says, no, can't put that there. The reason why is I think it's these paths, and I think it's these paths here. So, obviously, once that's in, it will allow me to obviously fill and do other things around here that I want to change before we get into the... I need the... Obviously, I need the dirt to be able to start tackling this problem of the dam that we're going to build. Now, I don't really know the size of the dam. It might be just maybe to something this size. But it's actually going to have to be a lot higher, and there's loads of major problems and things that we've got to look at in these next coming episodes. And obviously, the housing here isn't going to stay. I said the houses are going to come down here. We're going to have to redevelop. We're just going to have to do all sorts. It's in all sorts. But obviously, we can't do that straight away. I've got 10,000 obviously in science points anyway, so I'm not doing too bad. So let's get into it. Obviously, we got our drought approaching in 3 days. So we'll take this out. That's going to come out. I obviously want to try and sort this out. And obviously, I can't afford it yet. I cannot afford this dirt excavator. But the problem being is if I don't sort this now, let's just say, we'll wait till the beaver goes through. See if that will allow me. Now, I'm going to have to blast, I think, this. Obviously, I can't afford the... but if you see, you can see the... I'm trying to get it up there, but it's not playable. There. If you see the angle on the bottom there, it's through the map on this. If you can just see it there. So that's not going to work. So I'm going to have to take out these 3, which we can do. And then I'll come back and then test it again while we're waiting. This will give us all this sort. So I'm now going to take this down because I'm not convinced I like this. I was thinking about it the other night and I thought, don't really like this idea. What I really want is actually to build this up. Now again, I'm going to need the dirt to do this. And maybe blast some of this down here and send it out the back. So these are going to be higher up here. And this will be a lot smaller. Then I'll be able to get something in here to be able to, get all this infrastructure, like the bad water and the other things, out of the way. This is half the battle in this. It's moving stuff around. You're always constantly trying to move everything around to be able to do anything with it. We've also got a problem of... We've got, obviously, the metal here, but we've got the scrap metal here, but nowhere to put the scrap metal. That's another bone of contention. Now, I've got, obviously, I'm building a scrap metal warehouse at the bottom here, so that is going in there. But eventually, that'll have to be moved. Everything has to be moved in this game. You constantly seem to be moving things around. I still aren't fully sure how I'm going to do the excavating system, whether I start from here and work backwards and blow all this down. But that's a lot of land, as you can see. See here, there's a lot of land that needs to be. We got. If we take the level, that's level 1. That's as far as I can go down, which is round here. That's a lot of land. If you take that land there, right up to here, that has to be either blown out or done something with. You can take this out. That's good. I can now put... I think I can get them in there. Yep, I can get them in there. They'll take a lot longer. I mean, there's the... Well, I suppose I've only done 1%, so that's really not going to do too much. I'm going to disable that because it's not going to do anything. Because it's not going to path anywhere. And they're not ready for cutting, so there's no really point there. I can blast some of this down. I've got most of it there, but it still needs more. I've now blasted that. I'm going to get another one on there. That'll level all this. That can be taken out. So that's another one. I'll not touch that yet. We'll want, I think we'll want most of this down as well. So, yeah, because that's going to go to that level, and then I'll do another one. And obviously we want to blast this. And I've got no extract, so I haven't got the, any more than what I can get at the moment, basically. And then solve this. It's going to take a couple of videos, I think, before I can solve this. Because I can only do it in a drought. So I'll have to solve this by, I would say, putting it up here somewhere, maybe. And doing a rectangle. That'll give me all of this land. And obviously, this land here, if you think about this here is useless anyway. So if we send it off the map there, I'll be able to get a couple of, hopefully I should be, if I'm designing it right, just a couple of these, and they'll be constantly taking the bad water out, and then we'll have this space for the you know, the tanks and things, because it's not usable, because obviously it's dead space, if you like. So, I also want to get, obviously, well-being up as well. That's another thing that really, really needs to happen as soon as possible. Because we're not really doing much with the well-being, which will obviously make our beavers last a bit longer. And they obviously have to walk past places. So I think I'm going to take that out. And I'll look into having another one. The problem is I've got to be careful of logs. Because I haven't got a logs. I haven't got logs. I haven't got a lot of logs. Trying to get me words out, which would be nice. I'm not also so. The trouble is, if I blast this water down, the Spaddock and the I've just got Spaddock at the moment. The cocktail wouldn't be able to grow either. So that's another thing I'm going to have to be careful of. I want more water, but the problem is how do I get more water? And also, how do I irrigate things better? Now, I could take it through here, and I think with the new system, I could take it under there. So I'd have the bad water coming up here, go under here with the new water, maybe, and then send it out. Or just, if I could blow this down, just have the power coming through here. But obviously, once I move the power, these have got to move. So it's, you know what I mean? It's a really delicate balance with everything. I just want to know that I could get a dirt excavator potentially in here. So that's what I'm saying. Right, that's where it's going to be. I can get it all the way. No, that's still not enough. This. Still, it may be to do with... oh, I know what it's to do with. I know exactly these. They won't allow you to build on these either. So I'll take that out. Right, let's try again. I've come up with that before. I'm thinking, why is it stuff why it's not working? There we go. So, awesome. So, and now it's decided to deselect it. So I can put the dirt excavator right here, which obviously allowed me to... I'll have to think about redesigning this probably. I'll have to put some levees in there because I need to take this out. So at least that way I could get it right close to this here and have it powered, if you like. I could increase the... It's probably to do with there's far too much... see if that makes it faster. Yeah, see? Now, look at that. It was... oh, it's gone back down again. Let's just come back up again. Oh, it's 75. It's going up and down like a yo-yo. But once it starts to even itself out here, it'll start to move around again. It's finding the equilibrium, you like, where this is going to be. So we're popping onto 1,000 now, where we were popping up last. So that's another thing to consider. Yeah, so let me just do that one more time so I can remember what I've got to do. So this, I'm going to have somehow a levee in there. So I'm going to have to take this out. Just for now, until I can put something in there. I can't get the dirt because I need the dirt excavator to have the... It's like a chicken and the egg situation. I want one there and I want one there because that'll block the bad water. Unless I wait till... Which I probably might have to wait till there's a drought anyway. So that's why I'm just doing that. So that'll all go in there. Then I can connect it up there. I previously had it on a play of my own in here. But then I had to obviously... Ooh, so that's a good thing. Well, that worked out really quite well, didn't it? Right, take that out. Oh, they can get that from there. That's good. Right, I obviously need to do some of this. I can't leave it open. So I can block that. Get that to be built. Make sure that I can actually... yeah, so I'll have to walk over... Which means I'm going to need this one as well. I've got 10,000 signs. So I might as well just... but I'll pause it. No. So what I can do is I can do the second here. That means that's going to go down to here. Means I'm going to need another one. Where are we? Who's moved everything? Here. I have to be careful because that now is a bit more... shall we say a bit more smaller than it was. Excuse me. I could take this out, but hopefully we don't need to. Then I've got a path to there. So, for this dirt excavator, we need 50 metal. Only got 9. That's a bit of a problem. I need treated planks. I haven't got any of them. And we've got gears. I got 4. So, it's going to be a little while before that can be used, shall we say. we'll need a treated. We need a treated planks. So we need a workshop. That's something I'm going to need. I can't really. I mean, I could fill this in with levies, but I can't fill it. I can't do anything with it. You see, so I'm now going to basically take this down because I've decided that we're going to do it a different way. And I'll just get a path. Don't think they can reach it. Oh, yes, they can. And I'll pick all this up. So that'll be easier. I'll probably blow out this section as well when I get with the dynamite, because that'll be a lot easier to extend out. Now I'll have to actually take out this and this. I think so. I'll take it out anyway. While I've got 7 days, so I might as well take it out. I'll put the levy in there. I'm not yet sure how wide I need, how wide I want something to be able to. It's always a. Like these. I suppose there are an actual 4. So if I made it that wide, I can't build them anyway, so that's good. Obviously this is only 2. No, this is 3. So what we'll do is we'll make it as wide, so really me putting the levies on there doesn't actually make a difference. Because I might be putting dirt on here and on here. I'll cancel that. I'll build that one anyway. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go this rectangle here. And then we'll solve that. I will... 20 logs, that's not too bad. Got no planks there, and I've got no option to actually make anything. Well, that might not be true. It's a bit weird having it in here, but you know what they say, it is what it is. I'm not using this space at the moment, so I might as well think about if I could just get... I need planks to make gears. I need planks to make treated planks. And I don't need metal to make metal, but I've got that. So, and they are the largest. So if that's the case, can I fit 2? I can fit 2. I'll swizz that. I know it's a bit weird, but don't worry about that. You can sort of get the... Oh, no, don't do that. I don't want you to do that yet. Yeah, just wait. I know you're beavers, and I know you're eager. Well, that's what they say, eager beavers, don't they? I can't... No, you see, I can't do that. This flipping thing's in the way. How many? I've only got 18 though. That's the problem. I did say I was going to blast that down anyway, didn't I? So what I want to do, I can't get in there unless I do a path. So that will solve that one. Obviously, they're taking that down. Let's get that built. What I want to do is push these apart, so I've got one space. Because I think, don't quote me, but I think I could do the following. If I have this way around, say I put this here, for example, and I put this one here, for example. This is the center. I mean, obviously, this would be this. Imagine there's a gap here, because the gears is on the outside. I'll put the gear down there and a gear down there. They need about. This only generates about 50 power. In fact, if I do it good enough, it's weird. I can sort of get 2 in there. That's the walkway. Obviously, this wouldn't work because I've just put this the wrong way around. But yeah, so that would, I think that might just work. Then at least I can generate some planks without worrying about. This is dead. It's going to be a dead space for at least a video or so. So I might as well. How did they get up there? Oh, there's a. I didn't realise there's that there. I didn't see it. Can't see the wood for the trees. That's okay. So we can blast down there. And we will be able to blast. We'll be able to blast all of this, actually. I'll get them to pick... Oh, that was a good idea, but never mind. Oh, they will be able to get that. I'll get them to get all that, and I'm going to blast right the way down to the floor. That should give me them room that I need. I could go for the second one and take out this section here, but I might want to use it for walking around. I don't know. Obviously, I can't do that. Well, that's not true. I could take that down as well, but I'd have to put levees up there. I'd have to make a decision within a few minutes to put levees like that. That's usually quite a lot of wood. And then take that down later. You know? I could take this one out as well then. Because I'm going to take out all of this line and all of that line. And that'll widen it up if I need to. But I don't want to do it unless I have to do it. Now I've only got so much dynamite as well. So I'll probably run out of dynamite before I get this back on. But that's just the way it goes. But at least I know that where I'm going to put the excavator. And I'll have to redesign. I'll have to redesign this. I'll have to put a. And cost should that should connect straight away. Let's see if it does. Yeah, see, it's now done a shaft. It's now done a shaft from there to there. And all I have to do is then do another shaft. All I have to do is this. That should be it. So I'm sharing the power. Obviously, I'll put another power in here for this, because I think it takes 200. Yeah, 200. Which is quite a lot. And it'll just take all that. It won't go down. It won't go down any further. It'll take this lot out, but that'll be about it. And then we can start to. Then we can really start to motor on. Then there's no point me having a bad war because I don't have any. I'm running out of bad water anyway, but right. I've got 8 left. Well, that's not true, is it? Let's take away from this. And let's pick all this up because I get the explosive back again. And then I'll get that explosive, so I'll get a bit more here. And we'll blast this down, because this is more important than that there. We want to blast it down, but it is what it is. Because we get the explosive back, and I think it's only 1 explosive anyway. Yeah, so that's actually quite good, because this one we get everything back. Where other things we only get like 50% of it back. How's our tree situation coming? It's coming, but it's it's not really great. Unfortunately, I've done the cardinal sin again. I forgot to turn the water off. Which means all our plants here have died. But I've got 2,000. Do you know, I do that more often than not. I can always forget about that. Right. I've now got 14 left. Let's do that again. Let's increase that. I should actually have enough to get the right way down, I think. I may have to blast some of this out. I don't think so. Well, yeah, probably this here. Because I want a better line. I'll have to take out the observer, but that observatory, I should say. But that's okay. We've got a lot more logs. I'm going to put... But I'm not going to build it. I'm going to pause it. So we're ready. The only problem I've got is where am I going to put the centrifuge? And the centrifuge will give me the stuff for this. As you can see, the little bottle there. That's what I always get this wrong. I think it's in, is it in, no, it's not in pack, it's in water. I don't understand why it's in water, but it's in water. There, you see. So it gives me 4 bad water, 0.1 of a log to 1 extract. So it's not too bad, but it's going to cost 60 planks, 40 gears, and 30 metal. So it's quite an expensive thing to build, but we definitely need more. There's no reason why I can't also blast this. But by blasting this, I'm going to need a new pathing system, so it'll have to come more than likely over here. Which will pause because we haven't got. Well, it won't build anyway because I haven't got any. I've got any planks, so it doesn't really matter. So that's another. Everything seems to be waiting for everything else on this one. I've got 6 left. which isn't enough. So that's them. That's 2, 4, 6. That's 6. So I'm going to have to go and take some of these out. Get them to pick them up. I might be taking all of this out, actually. I can't obviously get them to. They'll pick them up and then they'll put them back in and convert them back to... So then I'll try this and see if this is wide enough. If it's not wide enough, I've got 3 days left to try and get this built. Well, it doesn't matter. I can build it after. Then I can just take this line down. So it's not a trauma, if you like. Let's get it on fast speed. And let's get them, well, doing beaver things. Sleeping at the moment. How are we doing with the trees? The quarter there, that's not too bad. I mean, they take a cycle, basically, before they grow. But obviously we get 8. So that's that. Now we'll take out the last one and see how that goes. If I need more for the other side, then I'll just take this down. This lot here. Oh. Right, I'm just going to pause. I'm going to take this out. I have to unpause. Right, then I'm going to take this out. So they'll get 4 planks for back and logs for that. Right then, just let's human one solve here. It's not ideal, but yeah, I need that on the inside. I need that on the inside. Because that's the path. That's going to be the path. Like so. They can connect to this path, this side, this side. Then I'm gonna, like I said, it's not ideal at all. Yeah, so I can plot 2. Plot. I like that word. I can put 2. I'll just pause, and I'll pause again. And I'll get that and that. Because if I'm going to do this, which is this way, I'm going to have to run the power this way first. And let's just get another one of these. Now, obviously, it's beaver power. But it means it's going to run all the time. Now, obviously, when these come on, I can turn this off. But at least I'm going to get something going. It's going to cost an enormous amount of money to... I wanted them. That's why I paused everything else. Because obviously these are 20 logs. So that's 80 logs. I've got enough logs. I've got... Should I just build it and be done with it and then have it when I need it? Let's just do it. Let's just do it anyway. Right, let's build all this. Keep an eye on that. We need to get the treated... I need to get the treated one done. But at least everything uses planks, so, and then obviously I need to keep an eye on the situation. Unfortunately, I'm not doing too bad. I've still got a lot of food, so that's not the worst thing in the world. And I've got this up here, so it's getting a little low, but it's getting it from here anyway. And I got 300 water left, so it's getting a bit dicey. But we've only got we haven't got a lot of days left. So let's build all this. And let's go for it. Yes, we know it needs power. These two should run each of individual one. We still need power. Right, so we got power going. I'm at 100% actually. So I probably don't need that one. But now I've built it anyway. I just thought they needed a lot more. But apparently not. But there you go. So I'm now going to ditch this. Because I don't need it. And when this gets built, and like I said, I didn't really need to build it, and I could have taken these off. Now this is coming back. Now the water's going to come back and flow. I'll turn the water back on because I'll forget completely and I'll kill them. Which isn't the first time I've got close and done that. I must admit. So they are producing already, but once I've got everything back, then I'll turn that off because I don't need it. Like I said, I'm going to get all this infrastructure on here because they can reach this with that, but they're not going to get this done. The floor's okay, so I don't have to worry about that. I'm quite happy with that. Anything up to 1500 would be quite nice. But now it's gone and died again. So I'm getting more planks, that's good. Right, so we need to now think about what else we're doing. I need all the water back on. I've got 10 vacancies, but I haven't really, because that isn't really a vacancy as such, so I've got 9. Housing situation, I've got them all in here and here, so that's fine. Uh, 54 isn't too bad. It isn't too shabby. So let's look at some sort of other well-being. I could have a shrub. I could have a beaver. Now that would be good. But it uses a ton of logs and planks. What else could we get that's relatively cheap? I don't want to get another lantern. I mean, I could have a bench. Let's get the. That's going to cost me a few science points. I'll pause that. But that'll be another one to, because the reason why I chose that is because the walking past it all. That was another reason why I've been choosing the things I've been choosing. Because if they walk past it, then it's sort of beneficial. In fact, actually, because I've not used that, that's another one. Oh, it needs flipping paper, so let's not bother with that. I should have read that before, so that's cost me a little bit, but you know, it is what it is. I need paper, and yeah, I'm not going to get paper for quite a while. Right, so let's get this metal going again. This is a... I'll build the extra... I know it's 50 logs, but it's important to get going. That's going to increase the output. I'm only at 600, but... I want to get the treated planks situation. I want gears to go as well. So basically, I want everything running. All this infrastructure running. I'm going to need the... I'm also going to need some more bad wire, because I've just got rid of that. I could get another bad water down here. I'll pause it, and I won't build it yet, for obvious reasons. Actually... I'll try that again. Flip it. Flippity flip. Pause that. I definitely need the large storage, but that's a metal, you see. There's only two things I think I can think of that use treated planks. That's the large pumps. So the bigger one on this, there's just 3, and our friend the mine, as I can think of. Obviously, I've not built the large storage yet. That's just going halfway. That's not too bad. Food's coming in. I've got no store. In other words, I'm practically full on the storage. But if I do build that, that's going to cost me far too much. Now you see. Now we got easy enough power. I'm generating to run all of these. Oh, there we go. So I've got the planks, I've got the logs, and I've got most of the gears. I've got to be careful with wood, though. That's the bone, the contention here. I've got more dynamite now, so I can start to put the dynamite back that I just got rid of. Well, you know, it is what it is. It has to be the way we have to be. On these early players, it's a lot harder to you know, come up with the things to fix the problems that we're going to have. Now I mean, obviously, I could levy all this and blow it out and change it later when there's a drought or something and take them all back. So that could be a way of doing it, but that's a lot of logs just to you know, to get that going. Yeah, I'm not going to get more. I'm going to take that out because I don't really need that now. How are we doing with water? We've got 700. I'm still slightly worried because of the situation. Oh, I am building all this. I don't need this running. I forgot about that. Right, that's going to get me back a load of... no point doing it when I've already got it running here. I know that means I can get more, but I've got to be careful of the logs. I run out of the logs and then we're waiting again. Berries are up there. Oh, that's good. I should be able to do that, and I should also be able to do this one. So that's that done. I'm going to have to go down. No, I'll take this out. Nah, I'll have to take it out another way. I was going to do that, but then I thought, nah. I want to take it down at least one more level. I'm only thinking that I might have this as a wheat farm. Hence the reason why I'm blowing this out. I'm also going to get rid of this. Again, where I'm putting this is probably where our dam system is going to be. I'm not too sure how far I want it out. Maybe to here. That might be okay. I'm going to need a quite large dam to do what I'm thinking I'm going to do. Because I need to retain a lot of water. I could also, I could blast tunnels under here and set that going. If we look here, we've got all this. All this here. Obviously, this is the mine. No, this is the outgoing here. It's one higher than what that is. We can't do anything with them. We have to go around that, but we can leave that. But what I could do is go down and do some irrigation lines. Then blast, the one over that, and that would take out that, and then irrigate all of this through the water. But the trouble is, this won't irrigate, so it needs a dam first. So we need to build the dam before we can build that, before we can get anything else done. So it's a process of elimination. That's what it is. It's always like this game, especially when you haven't got a lot of room. Room is the factor. Right, I'm going to delete that. I'm going to get them to pick that up. And I'm going to put this, so I don't know how far I want to go. Well, I'll just take that out. I'll also take out... I think I can get down there. I'm just looking where the line's going to go. I can't get this one out. I can certainly get this one out. No, I don't. I think I want to keep that one. If I'm planning on this being the edge of the structure, there's no point me getting that one out. This one, yes. This one, yes. But I don't think I can get around that. Yes, I think I can get around that. Take that out, though. Might as well go down with that. I'll have to leave this one, and this one could go. Yeah, because I think it's going to come out maybe here. It's going to be quite a large... It's going to be quite a large dam. And whether I can bring it out to right here... I need to leave enough room to be able to... I need some wheels. I know I've got the wheels here, but I don't think they're going to stay there. They're going to have to be taken out. But you can see how you have to think with this. You have to sort of think about so many videos, so many so many minutes, hours, or whatever you want to call it in front. I have no treated, so that was a pointless waste of time, really. Now let's. Plant trees. I'm going to save this plot here. But I wanted to make sure they were saved to start with. This isn't going to go how I wanted it to go, but I'm going to do it here. Oh no, I can't do it here because the bloody mine's here, so it won't allow me to... I can. Pixar's got an area that he can fiddle with this. I think I can get... No, I can't. I think I can get it in there, though. I think, therefore I am. The Tapper Shack. Oh, look at that. She's beautiful. She's beautiful. What I should have done is to get some of this first. Now, we can have maple syrup for obviously the maple, but we want the resin. So we want this built. These are already can be harvested. That'll give me only a couple. But obviously these have got to be built. It still needs 10 gears, so yeah, you know. Yeah, that was probably the wrong building. The reason why I say it was the wrong building is because obviously if I don't have any resin, I can't do the planks anywhere. So I might as well have built up the resin first and then done the tree planks. Well, never mind, Piggy. Never mind. I've got so many planks. I'm going to build this path here. I'm contemplating taking this down, but I'm going to build this anyway. Because if I do, the metal. How are we doing with all this? We're not doing too bad. I still need a place to store it. It's only on 300, so it's storing in there quite well. I have no haulers, so I can't really do it by hauling. So they're just going to have to walk back all the way over there. I've now got no more of this, because I've used it all. And I've also used it here anyway, so... I can do the bad water, though. We'll get the bad water going, which will build this, which will then allow me to do all this. I'm just still not sure how large I want this dam system. I want it large enough, but I don't want it too large. There's also something else to consider. If I can sort of do it from here. I'll have to... I've got to do it anyway, so it doesn't matter. And I've got 9,000, so... Let's enable this, that's fine. Right. Fast system, right. This edge... Obviously is the outside of the map. I can't do nothing with this. Right, so... If you remember in past, we can have 3... We can have 3... dirt going over. So this lip I can have 1, 2, 3. So if we take that as a 3 like that, but I'm just putting it up here. They can't build it anyway because they can't get dirt, so it doesn't really matter. So we take that. So then if we... I'm just going to rotate this so you can imagine this is here. Then we get another 3. So my center effectively needs to be here. So the center of my dam system needs to be here. Now, why do I want this? Why do I want it like that? Well, like I said, I can build on top of the dam. So the last one, or well, the last can be... I've got to build this up. I need to build this up as high as it can go. And by that I mean, right, so how high can we... So that's I can't do no dam. That's effectively that. That's effectively all. That's as high as the dam can be. And out and round. Can't get it any higher than that. I'll also, I'll consider. Well, I'll have to do it, but I'll blast down in here as well. That'll obviously, get the dam all in here. And then with that, it'll be a lot higher. So when I have the irrigation system, as long as I'll have to draw it. I'll have to draw out an idea. You'll get it when you see it. I don't think it's anything to do with fluid dynamics or anything like that. Don't ask me about anything like that. But it's past my brain cell bar, to be honest. But it will work. But the problem is if this then gets lower than your irrigation system, it will dry out. So that's why I need the dam higher, but I can't do the irrigation and a wide enough dam to be able to hold the water to be able to last. Now we're only on normal, so we'll only have a maximum of 7 days. But it is what it is, and this is the way we have to do it. Oh, so I've lost that. So I've got no more water left. I've done what I did last time, didn't I? So I just done what I did last time. I took all the water and I wasn't supposed to do. But not to worry. Let's get them in the inventors because can't really do anything now. But obviously this isn't gone. Which makes me feel as if, like I said, once I do this right and stop yabbering, and I haven't even got any things. So I've got quite a few. This is what I built this for, so let's get this going. So now this is going to run, because it's on beaver power. Beaver power! It's good job I kept this here, because if I got rid of it, then we'd be out of water by now. It only gets so much. The Tapper Shack has got 10 gears. That's good. I just haven't got the planks. Now I'm going to get the planks in a minute because this is going to do this. The also problem is I would love to fill that in, but I can't do that either. If I fill that in, then it's not going to be irrigated up here either. It's such a real fine balance, this game. I think that's why I really like it, because you've got to be like thinking like almost 10 steps ahead of how you're doing things. And you do change your plans every single time you're doing all these things anyway, so that's the way it goes. What can I achieve now? I'm waiting. I'm on full speed, but I've got 9,900. I've almost got the back to 10,000 when I spent the 2,000 on the dirt excavator. And 1,000 on the other things. Oh, and all the rest of the little paraphernalia I just got. Like the beaver thing that I haven't actually built yet that I need to... I was thinking, could I build? But maybe no. I've got... The Tapper Shack should be almost there. This is still disabled. I could actually enable that, actually. And he will... Did I set it out for cutting? Now, that's the question. No, I did not. It's not the first time I do this. there. Now he's going to cook that. That's going to give me some more logs. Fortunately, I haven't lost that much time before this was... These were all almost... Yeah, so I only just lost a couple of seconds. I still haven't got all this... all the... you know, for the mining, because obviously I store it from here. But it's going. We're on cycle 13. This is going to be good. So my log situation is going to improve dramatically now. Well, to a certain extent, anyway. See, it would have been nice to actually get that as a log situation, but... And I'm not doing anything with the cat. I suppose I am doing it. Yeah, I'm actually getting food, aren't I? So I am getting food from it. If I hadn't killed them all. Which now they're going to replant. Let's get the water going now. I suppose I could have come here and got to workplaces and gone. Yeah. Oh, I can't turn it. Oh, yes, I can. There. Yeah, that's all right. Could have done that instead of doing it all from there. That would have been a good idea, Pig, and then you would have had to do all that, but not to worry. Explosives are now going to come. That's it. We're going to close the episode here. Now, I hope you enjoyed it. I know there hasn't been achieved a lot compared to maybe the other videos, but we know where we know where we're going to put the dirt excavator now. That's a bonus in itself, because if you don't get that anywhere, then you can't really tell where you're going to put everything else. Obviously, I'm using this, which I don't really need anymore. At the moment, and then we'll have to take this down and either move it somewhere else or whatever and sort this out and well, just basically sort everything else out while we're going. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed that, and we will see you in the next play. Bye for now. Don't forget to check out pigsdayradio.com for all the latest videos that are posted, available to see before on YouTube, and we'll see you again. Bye.